These people are melting down even before the election results are in. They know that there's an epic loss for them like nothing else. The people are rejecting Hollywood values of diversity, equity, and inclusivity, and relentless identity politics shilling, just being awful to everybody else who doesn't have the victim scorecard that they want everybody to attain. And so all these Star Trek actors are posting to X, just completely losing their minds. And part of me feels like it's cynical. I'm cynical about it. Are these guys paid by the campaign? Because $1,000 probably goes a long way for these people who don't really have much of careers anymore. And so Kamala could probably just scoop up a bunch of them. I mean, she had a huge war chest for her campaign, pretending like a bunch of influencers are organically for her when it could be just a big paid shill campaign. I really think that people like Mark Hamill and Stephen King and George Takei are on the dole. They have to be. Because this is just too weird. Now, I'm reporting what's going on here. Smash that like and subscribe button, guys, as we talk about all things in the culture. I'm a big Star Trek fan, and that's why I cover this stuff. Probably not the best idea, but this is what I've always been into as a child, and of course I grew up to write my own science fiction and write my own media articles because nobody else was telling the truth online. So a couple things here, guys. Hit like and subscribe here. Sign up for my Fandom Pulse Substack so you can get the news that's written right here that I write every morning that, of course, nobody else covers. And I'm also a science fiction author. And this is definitely inspired from Star Trek, The Stars Entwined, its entire series. If you like Star Trek, especially like Deep Space Nine, you're going to love this. Grab this trilogy in the description below and support our artistic works, guys. This is a nice escape from any of political crap. There's none in it. It's just a lot of science fiction fun. It's a spy thriller in space, and it's available on ebook, print, and audio. Thank you guys so much for supporting our channel, like I said, in the description below. So, I reported on this morning. Star Trek Voyager actor Tim Russ threatens to poison himself if Trump wins. This is how unhinged these people are, and we're just going to go through a bunch of people's tweets because all they're doing is just relentlessly shilling for Kamala. Now, I kind of think this backfires. I think when you see every celebrity from a show have exactly the same message, they're exactly hyperventilating the same, lecturing you, and they're just a bunch of actors. I feel like normal people look at it and go, you know what? I don't even like these programs anymore. I don't even want to watch Star Trek anymore. I think that's the impact that it has. I don't think they actually convince anybody to go vote for Kamala. I just don't see it happening. It's just they seem so unhinged on Twitter here. I mean, you see George Takei with his boy toy Brad here, a little gay relationship here, gays for Kamala. Turns out a white Ohio man was arrested for killing geese in Springfield, not Haitian immigrants. It was a white man. Those white men. And so, here it is. My nephew once asked if I went to school back when things were still black and white. My other nephew said, "See, this is why I'm your favorite." Well, is he wrong? They're pretending there's not morals at this juncture. As we all await the outcome of what it feels like, a make-or-break election, I want to offer some perspective. You'll hand a fellow with 8+ decades the mic for a moment. That's him. And so he wants a thread for what he got. Through these decades, we've faced challenging years as a nation. In such moments, it can often feel as if that's all there's ever going to be, strife and division, neighbor against neighbor. I certainly felt that as a Japanese American. Here he goes with the Victim Olympics. Interned during World War II. I felt that again as a closeted gay man struggling to hide my identity. Okay, so it's all about identity politics, and what's funny is people like George Takei are more hateful and more divisive than almost anybody out there. This is all they do is just talk about how they hate Donald Trump, how they hate Republicans, how they hate Christians. They can't just leave it well alone. It's not a thing like, I need my gay rights to just bang this dude quietly in my bedroom anymore. They want everybody to engage in it also with them because it's a weird sexual fetish for them, including children. And that's the main problem. That's where everybody said, stop, we don't want this anymore. Leave the kids alone, George. And that's where it's at these days. But he acts like he's this elder statesman with this super long thread here. You see, and he just gets his sympathy from white women. I'm sorry that happened. And that's all this is about. It's a little clout chasing thing for sympathy. Everybody in Hollywood has to be a victim all the time. They don't actually have any thoughts or policies of their own for what they actually want things to look like. But if you want it to look like Hollywood, Hollywood's a train wreck, guys. It's falling apart fast. It's dying on the vine. People are moving out. Studios are moving out. out because they just can't deal with California anymore. And so, they want everywhere to be like that. And here's the thing. It is kind of on the line this time because they want to control the message. What they're mad about over these last couple of years is that Elon took over X and people can actually talk and voice their opinions again. That didn't happen in 2020. Everything was shut down. If you remember, they were banning everybody left and right. I was banned on X. I was suppressed on YouTube back then. And things changed when Elon actually made a competitor out there and actually made it so that the people could talk once again without fear of reprisal, right? And so once I got unbanned and we started getting going again, we were able to get our messages out. I'm able to get my art out, my competitive art of my Stars Entwined book. That's way better than any like Star Trek novels that have been coming out in recent years. And so, they don't want that because they want corporate to be able to control every single message and every single piece of entertainment. That's what this is all about. They've got promises from the left that they're going to make Hollywood great again, and Hollywood's going to just dominate everything and be their propaganda tool for the administration as a result. It is a tit-for-tat sort of thing, and that's exactly what's going on here. And mark our words, like if this does not go the right way today, and I think it is going that way. I think that's why these people are so panicked. They couldn't control the message this time. It is something where I don't think we'll be allowed to speak ever again. They are trying to shut us down 100% across the board here. So it's not just George Takei. We got Robert Picardo constantly voting in Pasadena. He's calling out, may God protect our democracy. Yeah, I know. That's what we're trying to do here. But he actually said something nice. And so I actually appreciated this. And he said, I'm not sure I want to bathe in the sludge much longer because he doesn't like X, but it's because it's interesting. It's kind of a back and forth on what he's actually saying here. In any case, I think my followers, especially those who have remained courteous when we disagree, if all who disagree followed your model, the world would be kinder. And that's true. I like that message. Of course, saying you want to be off X, kind of says you want to be in an echo chamber by the same flip thing. But I like this. And so I like that message. And so as you can see, like I am courteous. God bless, brother. Looking forward to seeing you back in Starfleet Academy. He says, thank you, John. That's, just being responsive to me is very dangerous for a Hollywood person. So mad respect there for Robert Picardo. But where it went super unhinged is our friend Tuvok, Tim Russ. There's a couple other Star Trek comments. Armin Shimmerman, who played Quark, said, folks, November 5th is my birthday. What I want as a present is a Harris Walls victory. Okay, so literally his birthday is all that matters to him is the election. It's his entire thing. Well, you're not going to get it, Armin. And, Quark definitely would not be voting for Harris Walls. I'll tell you that. They're a bunch of commies. LeVar Burton, this is less unhinged. He is going out to Philly to do what he can on the last weekend of the campaign. So he's actually going out and being, actually doing activism like for real instead of being a keyboard warrior. I kind of respect that a little more, even though he's on the wrong side of this. But you can see it's just like, it's like, is he paid? Because, again, like, they're flying people out to Pennsylvania. You saw Bon Jovi out there. You saw Katy Perry out there. I mean, they literally are just trying to manipulate everybody with these, like, celebrities of the past. And you can see, like, we're in a different society now. Like, people do not respect celebrities like they used to. Like I said, I think this kind of thing just backfires because it just annoys people more than anything else. But Tim Russ's comment is the most unhinged I've seen. And this is what he posted. He's got a Corbel champagne bottle where he says Kamala wins. And then he's got a Drano bottle if it says Trump wins. And so the implication is, like, in his fridge, he's going to poison himself if Trump wins. Like, he has nothing left to live for. This is the level of desperation this is at. This is crazy. Like, I can never, even as a joke, like, I can't imagine thinking this, or it's just like, wow, you're literally that unhinged about, like, an election. Like, wow, dude. Like, relax, this is to quote Tuvok, this is highly illogical, sir. And so this is how crazy these people actually are, and this is why we're going to see epic meltdowns tomorrow when this all comes in. I do think it's going to be record turnout for Trump because, like, people are so sick of this stuff. Kamala Harris is really the worst of the worst, and people don't want to lose their free speech like they were losing in 2020, but even worse, which is what will come if things happen. They've really caused a lot of problems. I'm in California, guys. I went out to San Francisco like 3 weeks ago before I went to El Salvador, which is beautiful, by the way. San Francisco, not beautiful. I was so scared to park my car. There were like drugged out hobos roaming the streets, like they like stumble into the middle of the streets like zombies, trash everywhere, piss and poo everywhere. I mean, this is San Francisco. This is what they want the whole country to turn into. But at least it's equality, right? Everybody's equally miserable. And that's, I guess, like what they want at the end of the day. So this is the Star Trek reaction, guys. And this is why Star Trek is not really great anymore. The problem is these people are all like this now. All the writers are like this. All the directors are like this. They don't believe in like this like vision for humanity that's like, we progress and we're all we're all working together. I mean, that's really a Christian philosophy if you think about it. It's really human exceptionalism is really something that comes out of the Renaissance and comes out of thoughtful white culture, dare I say it. And so they can't have that anymore, and that's why they can't like really do justice to the vision of Star Trek and what it is, which is really manifest destiny. If you think about it, I could rant about that all day, but oh well. They don't actually like what Star Trek was, and that's why all the new shows are dark. If you look at Discovery, it's like this dark, bleak, dreary future. They can't understand optimism. Utopia, it is an inherently right-wing concept, and so they just can't write that way anymore. But I can, my friends. So subscribe to the channel here, guys. Thank you so much. Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. And, of course, subscribe to the Fandom Pulse Substack. And second, grab my trilogy, guys. Grab the whole trilogy. Read it today. Listen to it on audiobook. You'll love this if you're a Star Trek fan, if you like the old Star Trek stuff. This gets it there, and I'm writing a space exploration trilogy right now that's going to spin out of this. I've never had so much fun writing in my life. I'm going to show them how it's done with better books, and that's how we're going to win. All right, we'll see you soon. MAGA 2024.